that is in 2016, where we actually achieved close to 20,000 words. Interestingly, that president that gave that speech lost the election. So is there any way that we can be able to correlate speech length with actual voter behavior? That is research that can be done later on. So sentiment analysis. I used the Bing lexicon that helped me identify which words were positive and which words were negative. So for positive words, I have support being the most positive word that was used across 33 years. The next one is free. There is a joke that is made in Ghana that Ghanaians like free things. So I think politicians have caught up with it and made sure that these speeches always have a positive sentiment of the word free. And of course, African politics is always riddled with corruption and debt. That happens to be the negative sentiments that we find. So in terms of policy priorities, what have been the policy priorities over the last 33 years? We notice that we have a cyclical behavior as well. So during election years, politicians will talk more about policy. And when it's midterm, we do not talk about policy. So the economy happens to be consistently overhauled. It happens to be the most spoken about thing across 33 years. And then we see that in 2016, there is a spike in the policy infrastructure. By the way, 2016 also happens to be the year where we had the longest speech. All right, so with all that you've heard this evening, are these speeches that have been given any different from each other? My main answer is no. Regardless of political affiliation or political persuasion, 29 out of 33 of these speeches cluster together. They cluster together based on similarity in phrases that were used. They cluster together based on the keywords that are used and the speech length and how promissory they are. So we only have 4 other speeches that are outliers that do not cluster together. All right, so what are my key conclusions? Electoral cycles drive communication.